Diluvian Winds. My name is Fuji, and I will be playing through this cute little game. Not for the first time. I have played the demo. It's actually quite cute, very chill. But there's a lot to do, so let's just jump straight into it. Okay. Let's just stick to easy mode. Focus on the story. And we'll jump straight into chapter 1, which is the introduction. Or chapter 0, I should say. Easy mode. Let's go. Chapter 0, Day 1. A new day begins. Everything you need to know to start your journey. My lighthouse is a mess. This unhinged weather and the constant catastrophes keep destroying whatever we manage to build. What a life! In any case, there's nothing else for it. We must rebuild. Gah, I'm too old for this. I'll wait for the next caravan. Let me know if I can help in the meantime. Please do not go far. The lighthouse tower is a safe place and there is so much to do to ensure our survival. So right now we're in Dawn. Welcome the caravan and the new travelers. Alright. Let me play through that. We should start by clearing out the debris. We'll need to recycle this wood. I can take care of it. Just let me know where to go. Okay. Alright, so Elma here is good at working in the greenhouse and also good at wood cutting. And Elmer is a squirrel and is land-based. So this here is their, I believe, their mood. And they also have, usually they would have a request and we have to fulfill it in a certain number of days. So in this instance, if there was a request here, we'd need to have fulfilled it in 2 days. But this particular traveler does not have any requests, so that is fine. Their traits: optimist, minimum morale, neutral, maximum morale, satisfied. Okay, so let's go. Optimist. Okay. Clear a building. I just need to know. Oh, here we go. Clear this building over here. I'll remove the debris. I should be done by this afternoon. Every activity is exhausting and lowers my morale. If it ever reaches 0, I will have to rest and won't be able to help anymore. Okay, so we have to keep an eye on their morale. I see there is a greenhouse still standing. If you assign me to it, I'll forage for food there. Good idea. Producing resources is survival 101. Okay. So, Evelyn here is also a squirrel. So Evelyn will be sticking around for about 4 days. And they also don't have any requests. However, you can get them to help do things. So let's get them to forage for some food. I'll probably be down by the end of the morning. The production of resources is dependent on many factors: morale, travel as species, weather. It is your responsibility as the keeper to make sure that tasks get assigned efficiently. It is your home after all. Okay. It seems everyone is busy. Time to move on to the next phase of the day. Okay, and now camera controls. Alright, so we have our camera movements that we can use the usual keyboard keys, and of course zooming in and out. Alright, cool. That's good to know. Alright, so we can zoom out, and we can zoom in, and we can see them doing their work. So we've got Evelyn over here foraging. We've got Elmer over here recycling wood. And now if we hit the we can either press the play button here, or we can hit the space bar, and that moves our day forward. It is now the end of the day. After work, it's time to rest. There's nothing better than a good binge to improve everyone's morale. The fuller the pot, the better we'll feel afterwards. Keep an eye on food reserves, however. It is always better to have some extra food saved up. Our varied meal will give us different bonuses. Remember to mix up your ingredients and quantities. The flood is better with big folks like you around. Your generosity deserves a feast. Okay. So with the meal, you may fill the pot with the various edible resources you have in storage. Traveler morale will be affected by the amount of resources in the meal, and the recipe and its effects will change depending on the ingredients you use. So, they want... let's see. We have to add some... Let's fill up, because we've got nothing else. We don't have any fish or bugs. So right now, all we can do is fill up the pot with some vegetables. So it's a vegetarian meal. Green salad, a simple vegetable salad. And the production will give us 5 wood. That has boosted their morale. And now we can skip on ahead to the next morning. The fire is as strong as can be. This fire is the key to our survival. If I let it go out, travelers will not see the lighthouse, and I will become isolated from the rest of the world. Each day, the weather will have varying degrees of impact on the flame. We can maintain the fire by giving it sources of fuel. However, the items used for fuel are also materials required to build and reinforce the village. The future probably holds some difficult choices for us. For now, however, we have enough wood to keep the fire going as strong as it can. Alright, so to keep the fire going, you may need to feed the fire with the items you have in storage that can be used as fuel. The weather lowers the fire's strength. If the fire goes out, you lose. The stronger the fire, the faster the next exiles will find the lighthouse. So right now, we're pretty good on fire. If we feed it, it doesn't really change. So if you see at the bottom here, revive the lighthouse fire, doesn't change how far the traveler has come. So right now, there's no point in using up my resources. So we'll just keep it as it is, and we shall confirm. Let's revive the fire. Oh, okay. So we still... Okay, so for this particular point in time, for the tutorial side of things, they want us to feed the fire to full. So that's fine. But like I said before, as the game goes on, you do need to keep an eye on your resources when feeding the fire. And usually what will happen is, and as we progress through the days, you will see that the more you feed the fire is also dependent on how far the travelers will be able to travel, essentially. Alright, let's confirm that. It won't go out anytime soon. Travelers will see it from far away. Okay, so the keeper's happy. And then we can progress to the morning. Day 2. Okay. Awesome. So we still have travelers on the way, but they probably won't get here straight away. But we still have Elma for 1 more day. And we have Evelyn for 3. The weather's looking a bit foggy today. So morale's going to be going down a bit, which means we're going to have to try and keep their morales more positive, up. Our next travelers are still a few days away, so no arrivals today. Let's tackle morning tasks. Okay. Let's get some stuff done. Alright, moving on. If I may make a suggestion, you do not have the means of wood production. I can take care of that if you'd like. Good idea. We have the ability to build a woodcutter's cabin. Amazing. We travelers are looking for places to take refuge in during our journey. We come with different skills. Try to use us at our best. Let's build a woodcutter's cabin. Okay, so Alma wants to build a woodcutter's cabin. So what we can do is we can go with build. We'll build a woodcutter's cabin. This is going to take 10 of our wood. Now we need to find a spot for this woodcutter's cabin. At the moment, I feel like if we just keep it in the same spot that it was before, then it should be fine. Got it. We should keep building up our food supply. Very well. I will wait for an assignment. All right, so let's get Evelyn to forage for some more food. There's nothing like a good meal after a hard day's work. Time for a meal at the end of a hard day's work. Okay, so their morale has gone back down to neutral. So this is the morale scale. The exile's morale impacts their work. So if the morale is down in the red zone, this traveler has no strength left and will automatically rest during the next work phase. If the traveler's morale is sitting at yellow, this traveler is exhausted. A good meal might perk them up. If the traveler is sitting on green, this traveler is in good shape. A good meal would make them feel great. If the traveler is sitting on light blue, this traveler is satisfied, which improves their resource production. And the best of the 5 morales, if they're sitting at a dark blue, this traveler is happy, which greatly improves their resource production. So we want to always make sure that the morale of our travelers are either at the light blue or the dark blue. Dark blue preferably, so we can get, whatever the resource production at their best will be at the dark blue end. However, even if they're at light blue, they still work really well. So as it says down here, their morale impacts their work. So if they're down at the red end, they're not going to be able to help out at all. So they're going to be pretty useless. So let's just try to keep them down this end. It is time for me to go back on the road. I shall be on the next convoy out of here. I'll check on you if I'm ever around here again. Thanks for your help. You are always welcome. Have a nice trip. All right, so let's fill up our pots. And as you can see, depending on how much... So right now, no meal will keep them in neutral. If I add some ingredients, that'll boost them up. Usually, depending on what we add in, it will actually give us a different morale. So sometimes, depending on what it is, then morale might go up by 2. Like, so right now they're sitting on light blue, but sometimes, depending on the ingredients added, it could go up to dark blue. So for now, we'll try to be very wary of our resources, and we'll stick with maybe a copious meal. So let's go with that. Oh, the keeper wants us to fill it up. Fine, fine, we'll have a feast. Alright, let's skip to the next morning now. The fire can already be seen from far away, and the next convoy will be here tomorrow. It is sometimes smart to save resources. Now you tell me. Alright, so right now we don't have to worry about, as you can see, the convoy has and will be here in the morning. So the next travel, Alma, who said that they will be leaving in the morning, they'll be leaving on this convoy, which means we'll get new travelers. At the moment, the fire is pretty strong, so we don't need to feed it any resources. So we're going to save our resources for now. And we'll just confirm and continue on. Day 3. All right. So, Alma is leaving on the convoy. They are pretty happy right now, very satisfied. Evelyn still has 2 more days left before they leave. But because they don't have any requests in this particular chapter, they can just help out wherever we need them. We've got a bit of a windy day coming up, which means we might be able to get some insects this time. So we might be able to forage for some insects. So that'll be some extra ingredients for the meals. However, it won't be good for the fire, unfortunately. So we may have to forage for some wood. A convoy just arrived as planned. Travelers looking for a rest, of refuge, or a meal will stay here for a few days. Let's welcome them as best as we can. All right. The caravan. Climate imbalance forces travelers to move constantly. A caravan of refugees will arrive in your hamlet from time to time. All right. With Alma leaving, we have 2 available spaces. Who are the new visitors? All right, so we have space for 2 people, or 2 travelers. We have space for 2 travelers, as it says up here. Available housing 2. Remaining reroll. Okay, so we might be able to. I don't know if we'll get around to the reroll side of things, but we'll find out sooner or later. So we have. Our first traveler is Bianca. They are good at building. They're good within the worm terrarium, so they'll be able to build us a worm terrarium so we can find insects. And also they are able to, I think, housing. They can build housing as well. So these are the things they can build. Right now their morale is currently at neutral. They are a bear. Bears are great for producing insects. And they're also land-based, just like a squirrel. The traits are they are an optimist, but they currently have no requests. And then we move on to Morgan, who is a mouse. Mice gladly offer their knitting talents, production metal +5 and insect -3. So not very good at harvesting insects, but they're very good with metal. And they can build us a storeroom, which stores a few materials like wood, metal, and textiles and oil, which is really good as well. And they also don't have any requests. Well, being that it's only chapter 0 and it's an introduction, I don't think we're going to get any requests immediately. So let's just continue on. And we'll select both of these travelers to join us. Let's see how we may help each other. Let's move on to the morning. All right. See ya, Elma, and welcome Bianca and Morgan. Okay, the length of stay. Each traveler stays for a given time. When that time is up, they leave with the next caravan. They will continue to help you until that caravan reaches your hamlet. Okay, so let's continue on our day. So everyone can do something for us. Hello, everyone. I cannot work in any of your workshops. Don't you have some bears around? We don't. What is your speciality? We bears are experts in producing insects. Let me show you. Okay, so we'll go to Bianca. Bianca is good at building. We'll get them to build a worm terrarium. We've got enough wood for that, so let's do that. And we shall add the worm terrarium next to the wood cutting shed, I believe. Yeah, that's a good idea. Let's put it there. Okay. Workshops aren't the only thing setting us apart. All species have their own bonuses. We squirrels can produce more vegetables than anyone. I see. So I must account for each of your characteristics to optimize what you can accomplish. Okay. So Evelyn can do some foraging. We definitely need more vegetables. And Morgan can probably forage for some wood for us. So let's get Morgan working in there. All right, now we've got our species. The world of Diluvian Winds is home to many different animal species. Their respective knowledge gives them the ability to build different types of rooms. They also specialize in the production of certain resources over others. Each species has its specific features. So this is definitely something that we have to keep an eye out for. Depending on the species will also depend on their ability in the different rooms, and also the type of resources that they can that they specialize in. So some species will be really good at foraging for, say, vegetables, but unfortunately not so great at foraging for fish, and others will be great at wood cutting, but not great at foraging for vegetables. So it really depends on the species. But there is a guide whenever you do select the characters or the travelers to be able to see what they specialize in. Okay, so let's progress our morning into the evening. All right, we've gained some wood and vegetables, so that's good news. And I believe our worm terrarium is also ready to go. The recipes you discover and their effects are documented in the recipe book. That's good to know. Okay, so our recipe book is here. So there's quite a few different recipes, different meals that we can cook for different people, for different travelers. So right now the only thing we've got available in terms of ingredients is vegetables. So that is all we can make right now. So let us fill it up. So at the moment, because we've only got 36 vegetables, not the full 40, and because each time you add vegetables in, it counts it by 10, we can only add in 30. So at the moment, we can only have a copious meal, because that is all we have in terms of vegetables. If we had, some fish or some insects, we could have added that in. That would have unlocked us. That would have unlocked a new recipe for us. But also, it may have improved the morale of our travelers. But that's fine. So for now, they look like they're going to be in good moods for the next day. So let's feed them and skip to the next morning. All right, so our fire is still burning strong. However, if we add some more resources, we might... There it is. So see how the convoy just moved slightly? It went from this point to the middle point. I don't know whether adding more is going to be any good. So let's just keep it at 20. Yeah, 20 is good. That'll leave us with 15 pieces of wood. But at least it means that the convoy is not too far away from coming along. So let's just confirm that. And we shall progress to the morning. Day 4. All right. So, in terms of the weather, we always have to keep an eye on the weather because the weather determines what's going to happen with the fire. So we need to make sure the fire doesn't go out because the moment the fire goes out, it's game over. It's done. Oh. Wood veg or veg wood? Hey, I'm building something. What would be the most useful for the community? We mainly need wood. We mainly need vegetables. So sometimes the travelers will bring up a prompt, and they might be able to do some extra foraging overnight before the next part of the day. So, but it's up to you what you decide in terms of what resources you need. So, in this instance, I feel like we may need some more vegetables because we can definitely get some more wood. But right now, we need vegetables. All right. So we've gained ourselves some extra vegetables and some wood. So let's progress our day. I like insects. I will breed them. And I'm looking for traveling buddies. I would love it if you sent me to work with another traveler. Okay. So Evelyn wants to work with someone. So let's get Evelyn... what's going to be the best option right now? Well, we've only got 3 people. Bianca is going to... Let's put... Hold on. Before I decide. Let's get Bianca foraging for some insects. And in terms of foraging... Oh, when is Bianca leaving? Bianca leaves tomorrow. So... okay, so we will get them. Apparently the only option we have is to woodcut. And of course, that's what we'll do with Morgan as well. And now we can progress our day. Hey, alright. So now we've got copious amounts of wood. So that's good news. But we've also got a lot of insects. Alright. Let's add insects to the menu. Each dish has its own effects, so make sure to try out different ingredients and quantities to discover them all. Alright, so we can add in some vegetables, and we can also add in some insects. I don't know if this is going to make much of a difference, so let's not use up too much of our resources. So I'm going to do 10 vegetables and 10 insects. That's still enough to boost the morale of all of our travelers. Because I don't think it's going to boost it any further than that. We have a new recipe now. Vegetable and insect bento. A meal box filled with vegetables and insects. So that's pretty good. Our travelers are now satisfied. And we move on with our day. Oh boy. Some weather events will reduce the fire more than others. Careful with the wind. Okay. So currently our travelers are not too far away. However, if we add some more wood, that'll bring them all the way. And it'll also strengthen our fire. But I feel like we can afford to add in a little extra just to keep the fire burning that little bit longer. Even though our convoy is already pretty much here. So let's just go with that. I just don't want the fire to go out.
A few moments later.
Okay. The weather forecast isn't good. There will be a storm in the next 3 days, which may cause dangerous waves that will come crashing against the lighthouse. Waves can vary in size, but the rooms closest to the ground are always the most vulnerable. We must reinforce our rooms if we want to avoid losing them. It costs resources, but it's still better than going back to square one. Okay. Apocalypses. The island regularly undergoes apocalyptic phases during which natural disasters will strike the hamlet. Such phases are shown on the weather display by a string of red forecasts with disasters. One or several disasters will manifest during an apocalyptic phase, the nature of which is shown on the weather display alongside its danger level. This information helps prepare the hamlet for it. Each phase ends with a rainbow weather, which heralds the return of better days and grants several boons for surviving the bad weather. Okay. So, what do we need to do? We have Bianca for one more day. I feel like we need to get Bianca to reinforce the... Let's reinforce that room. Good. This room now has an extra health point. It should survive the next catastrophe. Well, that's good to know. But we won't be able to get any more worms. Okay. We shall get Owen to do some foraging, because we definitely need food. And I'll get Morgan to reinforce... let's reinforce the wood cutting room. Just so that we don't lose out. Yeah, we're definitely... Yeah. It's all about strategy. Keep the fire lit until day 9. Okay. Amazing. We're at the end of our day. A couple of rooms have been reinforced. And we've got some vegetables. Alright. So. Let's go with frugal meal, and we'll add in some insects. Copious meal, or actually I don't know if there's much of a difference. But we'll unlock a recipe. Let's unlock a recipe this way. Alright, let's go. We've unlocked ratatouille with a side of insects. Okay, that's good to see. Alright. Alright, so the next convoy is on the way. Bianca will be helping, will be hopping onto that caravan. We do definitely need to light their way. There we go. We need to keep the fire burning. I just hope we don't end up losing too much of our resources. But let's go with that, just in case. Alright. Day 7. Alright. So, Bianca is on their way out. Morgan has 1 more day. Owen has 2 more days. We will need to forage for some more food. And we've got heavy rain on the way. Because next day, day 8, will be the tidal wave. So we need to be very careful. So we've got heavy rain today. We're not going to get very many insects. However, we still have on for 2 more days. So I feel like we do need to build that. Maybe we wait until after day 8. We'll see. Anyway, let's keep going. See, this is what happens with me. I end up having to talk it to myself. Like, I think out loud about what I need to do, what's got to be my best strategy for the travelers, where do I need to use my resources, what buildings do I require. But yes, at the moment, we need to worry about extra people, extra travelers that are going to be staying with us. So we now have room for 2. Alright, so we have Orlando here, who's a vegetarian. Alma's come back. We've got Ollie. And, Oscar's an insectivore. Okay. Alright, well, I feel like we'll get Orlando. Orlando? Yeah, let's go with Orlando and Alma. Confirm. Okay. Let's progress our day. Alright, so let's get busy. Let's get Alma foraging. We need to reinforce the housing cabin. Let's get that reinforced. Whereby, let's get Owen to reinforce that for us. Just to be safe. And we'll get... Yeah, we'll get Orlando to do some wood cutting. Because we're going to need the wood. We're definitely going to need the wood. And then we've also got Morgan. And we'll get Morgan to help out with foraging for some more vegetables, I think is going to be better. We're definitely going to need that. Alright, let's continue our day. Alright. Amazing. Alright. So we're going pretty heavy on the vegetables today. I might have to do just a salad today. Okay, see how right now Orlando's still sitting at a neutral? If I add one more lot of vegetables, it brings Orlando up to a satisfied. So everybody will be satisfied by the end of their meal. So let's confirm that. Aha. A story by the fire. I've been traveling the world for a while since the weather went mad. I could tell you the tale of one of my journeys. Are there other places set up like this one? All travelers, morale +3. That is a strange object you have. Where does it come from? Wood, +5. I feel like wood might be better. We need resources as much as possible. Alright, let's continue. Okay. Alright. We're definitely gonna need more. Yeah. It's not really doing much else, but I know that once the tidal wave hits, that's gonna bring our fire down by 3 notches. 1, 2, 3. That's gonna bring it down quite a bit, actually. Yeah, no, we're gonna need to try and keep that fire burning. So let's do that and confirm and progress. Day 8. Here we go. Tidal wave day. Okay. The storm rages. This is our last chance to reinforce our weakest rooms. Okay. We really need to reinforce these rooms. So the current ones, they're all of them. We really need to reinforce them. Oh no. I don't have any. I can't reinforce the wood cabin. Oh no. I can't reinforce any of these. They need iron ingots that we do not have. Oh, that's not good. That is not good at all. Alright, well, the only thing we can do right now... nervous laugh. Oh, no. Alright, Morgan, I'll just get you to... do some wood cutting. Quick. We need wood. Owen. There's no point in building that right now. I don't want it to get, you know, blown away or smashed into smithereens. I'll get you foraging for some of that. I'll get you foraging for insects. Alma, I need you foraging as well. So just do the best you can all do, everybody. We'll see what the damage is after the fact. So as you can see this red, see the red marks right here? The tidal wave will be hitting this level, which means all of these parts of the buildings are at risk. These rooms are all at risk at being hit by the tidal wave. Luckily, our greenhouse will be safe, but I don't know whether our reinforcements are gonna do much, but we shall find out. So let's progress. Okay. Let's see what we can do here. I mean, we can do one less. Maybe... Well, we're gonna have a feast regardless, so everyone's gonna get a vegetable and insect bento. So let's go. Okay. Alright. Alright. I'm gonna keep our fire burning strong. Let's bring it all the way. I think you have all the knowledge you need. Good luck. Okay, here we go. Tidal wave's about to hit. Warning! Tidal wave warning! Everybody to higher ground, quick! Here it comes! Oh no! Oh no! Eek. I don't know how bad that is. I can't tell. Day 9. How bad is it? We gotta check the damage of the tidal wave. Are we still... Okay, we can. Oh, thank goodness. Alright, so it's still saying that we've got available housing for 2, which is good news. Okay. Aha. Food collection. Hey, keeper. I'm thinking that we and the other travelers could dig into our personal supplies to help with the next meal. What is it you need? Oh, you know, we would love for some fish. Let's get some fish. Yes, please. Fish, fish, fish. We still need to build a fishing cabin. If you lack time or want to experience the game at a faster pace, you can tick the auto skip box above the wheel. Once the tasks of the day are finished, the game will automatically move on to the next day. That's good to know. Alright. Let's have a look, see. Okay, so they look okay. They look alright. Nothing's really damaged. That's good to know. Alright, let's get a fisher's cabin built. Which needs 15 wood. I suppose, yeah, we'll do that right there. Alma, I'll get you foraging for some, let's get some wood cutting going. Evelyn, you can go in and grab some vegetables for us. And Clifford, can we reinforce anything right now? Might be able to not be able to reinforce that right now. Let's get you foraging for some insects maybe, or yeah, no, I think we need, let's get some insects. Alright, that's everybody working. Let's progress. Alrighty. Let's see. We do have some fish. So for the first time, we might be able to get some fish in here. We'll add some insects. A little bit more of that, maybe. I don't know if that's really doing anything else for anyone else. So let's go with that. And we've unlocked a new recipe. Stuffed vegetables. Let's go. Amazing. Alright, let's complete day 9. Alright, so the fire is still burning pretty strong. We don't really need to add any more wood because that's not going to get the caravan to move any closer. And I think our weather should be getting better soon. Hopefully. We shall see. Alright, let's continue. Okay. Oh. I found this while clearing out some debris. I can keep it for myself or trade it for something else if you'd like. So -5 wood and +10 of something else. Yeah, I suppose we can risk it. What did we get? I don't know what you got. What did we get? I don't know. Alright, let's get everybody doing some stuff. Alright, so... Alright, Orlando, I'll get you to do some fishing. Elma, I'll get you foraging. No, we need wood. Let's get some wood. We need all the wood we can get. I'll get Clifford to reinforce the greenhouse. And Evelyn... ooh. No, let's not reinforce that. Just for the moment. Let's forage for some more wood, actually. It's probably going to be a good idea. Alright, let's go. Alright. Oh, we got plenty of wood now. Amazing. Okay. Everyone's pretty good in terms of their mood. So, let's give them something interesting. They're all gonna be very happy with that. Let's unlock a new recipe, a complete platter. Nice. Okay. Good. And we continue. Okay, so our fire's still burning pretty strong. We could probably add some, and that'll get the caravan to the lighthouse quicker. Let's confirm. You now have all the info you need to succeed. Time played, 1 hour and 10 seconds. Number of days, 10. Amazing. We have completed Chapter 0, the introduction. And that is that. That we move on to Chapter 1, Day 11. Chapter 1, Net. The sea needs some cleaning up. So, lovely friends, this is where I'm going to leave the video. Thank you very much for joining me. I really do appreciate it. If you haven't already, please make sure to like the video on your way out. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Hit the bell icon to be notified of future content. I also have a Twitch channel for those of you who'd like to check me out when I'm live streaming. Twitch.tv/Foolish Fuji. I also have a new podcast. So if you'd like to check out my podcast, you can head over to your podcast service of choice and type in the many thoughts I have, and you can go and listen to my podcast over there. Links to all of the aforementioned things will be in the description below. I am also on your socials over on Instagram, Threads, and X at Foolish Fuji if you'd like to keep up with any of my life updates or anything else. And you can also join our humble little Discord, the Foolish Community. Come and join us. The link to the Discord will also be in the description below. And we're pretty chill in there, very cozy. And yeah, you won't get lost in there. If you do have any questions or if you'd just like to come in and say hi, please join us. But in the meantime, make sure to look after yourself and your mental health. And I will see you in the next video. Bye everyone!